Just about live, Chris.
All right,
It's cold, but you're in the sunshine, so that's fine. You got your little warm hat on.
yeah, it's sort of growing slowly.
So, good afternoon, everybody. It is Wednesday. It is live day. Some of you will have joined us for the morning feed time live. Apologies to those of you who were with us when we got cut off. So, I am sat on board beautiful Renske, and I'm going to take you for a nice little gentle hack around the village. But as we were running a little bit late, which seems to happen all the time these days, I thought we'd start with Chris there, who's busy putting some new shoes on Hoitzer, who stood very patiently. And Chris has shod Hoitzer for the last 17 years.
70 years?
70? No, 17.
Yeah, I've been about that.
Yeah, you're not that old, Chris.
Is that how long it's been?
Yeah, 17 years, and I think he actually knows his name when he sees him.
I do know this one.
Yeah, so
17 years.
when we said to him today, you've also got Nika to do, or look at, he said, who's Nika? And Nika's 13, I think, and 14, 15, and he's shod her, well, he's looked after her since she was born. And we've got our little wannabe Friesian there, little jubbers. Are they working? The clippers weren't working. Yep, so he's not having a full shave, but he is having a beard trim today. Hi, Kim. And we've got, oh, hold on. I've got Tamara wanting to know something. Hello.
Hello, everybody. Anne and I were just standing over by the gate saying how beautiful you and Ren looked.
Oh,
in the
thank
sun
you.
and
Nobody
how
can hear
lovely.
you because I've got the microphones.
Oh.
Hold on, would you like me to give you a microphone? Oh, I'm going to drop the phone. There we go. Right, there we go.
I was just saying, Anne and I were standing over by the gate saying how beautiful you and Ren looked in the sun with your sparkly bling and everything, and how
Thanks.
lovely. And Anne made the good point that people don't often get to see you riding the horse. So we thought that if you hand Anne your...
I don't get much choice. Look, it's Fran Productions.
Well, I'm not, obviously, but I'm going to...
Thank you.
The
Microphone.
I'll hold it.
oh, yeah.
We had a little problem there fixing the microphone. So I'm just going to walk backwards and hopefully I'm not going to fall in any...
Oh, please do, because I'll laugh.
You probably didn't hear that, everybody.
No,
but
I've got a
lovely
microphone
Tracy.
too.
Oh, see, I don't understand the tech.
You can, I'll guide you. Yeah.
I'm being guided. So
I'll
this
see you all
is-
later.
I'll stop here. Because this is the sight that people see when they're just coming up the road or in Cartmel village or passing in the car, who've just come up for a little weekend, and they can see a black horse and then they see this. Isn't that just a stunning sight? Beautiful. Oh, look.
She is a beautiful girl.
She's a beautiful girl, and so is Tracy.
Oh, thanks. What do you want?
Isn't that a cake?
You bought the cake this morning.
I did.
You
I
bought
brought
the
lots of cake.
Are you going to just walk alongside me around the village now?
I can if you like. However, I think I've got more important things to do. So, somebody, the Kim said it's a great view. It's a wonderful view, isn't it?
Oh,
Absolutely
thank you,
gorgeous.
Kim.
Especially when the sun's out.
Well, we'll see you at the
Shining
weekend,
like
Kim.
Oh, Kim, are you coming up?
Yep.
Oh, yay! Right, I'll hand you back. There we are.
Thank you very much.
Welks.
Shall I take the microphone from you as well? Because
Yeah.
then if there's anybody else, like grumpy workmen that I want to speak to, then I could maybe give them a microphone or not, depending on how rude they're going to be. No, I shouldn't. We don't like rudeness. We like nice people who have lots of happy things to say. Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie from Anne. Hi, Jamie.
Right. Okay, Ren. There is a lot going on down here at the moment, but hopefully you're going to be brave enough to go past. You will be, because you are very brave. Thank you very much. We'll see you later. We will. So let's go for a nice little gentle hack round the village in the sunshine. Show you a little bit of what's going on over at the shippen there. I can hear things going on but can't necessarily see everyone. But isn't it looking beautiful? This is such a nice day compared to yesterday, and we had a lot of rain. Hoyts is obviously not in his house and garden at the moment because he's up having his toes done. And there's the girls' amazing new turnout area down the bottom of the hill, but we're not going to go down there for now. We might come back that way. So if you'd like a little tour of that area, I know last week I tried and we lost the sound. I thought it's a long time since we've been round the village, and I think Ren hasn't even been round the village for a long time. Hi Lenny. So do let me know that you can hear me okay. It's always good to know where you are around the world as well. Hi Maria. That's a very good point. We need a remote control opener on that gate. We did think of having an electric gate, and I'd never say never to it. But it's actually not that irritating. You know, you know, there's usually somebody around to open it. Hi Lindsay. Hi Bessie. Hiya. I'm hoping that you've had some results back from the vets now about Bessie, and that it's good news. So yeah, I don't think we'll look at putting electric gates on right now. Sometimes they can work quite slowly, so if we're trying to shut something quickly, if one of the free reiners are close by, it might not work. But yeah, never say never. Somebody else did say that we should have had a cattle grid there, which is a very good point, but again, you know, I'm quite happy with the gates the way they are. No results yet on the blood tests. Well, hopefully you'll get them soon. So yes, we had quite an emotional day yesterday. Some of you may have seen the vlog that I posted early hours of this morning. Some of you won't. We had the wonderful Mary Mayland and Diane Pell, who are two of our incredible patrons, who came to visit. And Mary always brings us the most wonderful, thoughtful gifts. And she had a car full of them for everybody. So it was a bit like Christmas. And then we had Sam with us in the afternoon. He was already booked for coming to see Nika and checking how that gap in her mouth is healing after she had her tooth removed a few weeks ago. And obviously with Uber having that impaction in his stomach last week, we wanted to get him checked as well. Yeah, you're right, Lindsay, it is worrying time. But you know, all we can do for our animals is do the best that we can to keep them as comfortable and happy as we possibly can. And you know, there's always going to be something, just as there is with people. But you know, if we can catch these things early enough and reduce the risk of any suffering, which, you know, a lot of animals, a lot of people go through when things aren't spotted in good time. Hi Amy. And that's all we can do. And we're very lucky to have the support of the most wonderful community around us that allow us to be able to do that and give them the care that they need. So hopefully, with a combination of the knowledge that we've gained over the years about the Friesians and the various different issues they suffer with, and your support, whether that's with a view, a like, a comment, a contribution to the wish list on our website, contribution to vets bills, or being one of our monthly patrons. You know, everything helps us be able to do that and to continue sharing them with all of you. Hello Hawaii, good morning to you as well. Thank you, she is very beautiful. This is Renske. She's 21 years old. She's a Friesian horse. Thank you. And she's one of 15 that we have here at the sanctuary in the north of England. Hi every day. And it's just nice to get you all out on a sunny Wednesday afternoon or morning, wherever you are in the world. You can hear that lovely clip-clop on the road. Hi Eleanor, welcome back. I'm taking some of the beautiful views of the Lake District. So it is going to be a nice gentle one today. We're just going to have a gentle walk around the roads. Perhaps come back on the main road so that we can pop in and go and see what's going on in the girls' new area. We've got sheepies in the field down there and off in the distance. I don't know whether you can see them, the girls in their long field. We have got beautiful weather here today, Eleanor. I know the light is beautiful, especially with that sun right in front of us. It's very, very chilly today, and I believe is going to freeze tonight. So this morning I've been getting a bale of haylage out to the girls, because although they've still got grass down there, once it freezes they do need something dry and warm in their tummies. So we had a slip and slide through the mud and got it down there. It's going to be one of the last times that we're going to have to do that because of their beautiful new barn and turnout area that they've got now. But hopefully by the 1st of December we'll be able to give them access to. And then, if you haven't seen already, we're doing the official opening on the 14th of December, which we will live stream. But if anybody fancies a little trip up to Carl, maybe even to come and stay in our beautiful farmhouse, there are tickets available if you'd like to come and join us on the day. Hawaii, can you tell us what is a Friesian horse? Well, Friesians are always black. They do originate from a grey, a chestnut and a black. They originate from Friesland, which is the northern district of the Netherlands. And there's a very long history with them. They were originally used as war horses. They've influenced a number of other breeds over the years. They nearly disappeared, but in 1878 a group of farmers and breeders got together in the Netherlands and set up a stud book to try and preserve the breed, with the 500 mares that were remaining and the 3 stallions. And they've been managing the breed ever since, and there are some challenges within it, with some genetic issues that cause some of the health problems, and a little bit too much inbreeding, so there is fresh blood that's needed. But I believe the stud book are working closely with the Fenway Foundation as well, who do an awful lot of research into health conditions in the Friesians, and hopefully they're going to find a way in the long run to preserve these horses, because I've been around a lot of horses over my life, but I have to say the Friesians are completely different. They They have an awful lot of qualities. Sorry, let me just show you the little Exmoor ponies over in the field here because they're very cute. Hello, Carrie. Every day 2093. Can't wait to see the barn ready for the girls. Likewise. I'm so excited to see them go in there for the first time. Hey, little ponies. Oh, you're not an Exmoor, are you? What are you? Not quite sure what you are. Look at those little noses. They're very cute. Zen Lucen, no, I can't canter. Well, I can canter, but I'm not going to today. The fields are very wet, and Renske's not massively fit. She also suffers with arthritis, so we're just having a gentle little poodle down the road and through the village. How tall is Renske? Renske's 16'2". Every day, my favourite breed, and you bring out the best in the Friesian breed. Oh, thank you, that's very sweet. I can't imagine a life without the Friesians. They've brought so much to my life and to all the people around me over the years. They are very special. They're like Siamese are in cats, so different than the others. Yeah, my mum, we used to have Siamese cats when I was younger. I remember one, she was called Yindy. She was the best ratter ever. But yeah, she's a very, very intelligent cat. Jamie, no wonder Mabel loves the Exmoors. I know, they are very cute. Hello, Annie. Hi, Ange. And Ren loves coming out. I mean, most of the time she spends her life just free reining around the yard. For those who don't know what that means, we have a number of the horses, tends to be the older ones. They just literally wander around our yard, come and go as they please. Annie, she's a Friesian horse. Good afternoon, everybody. If I haven't said good afternoon to you already and I miss your name, I do apologise. Do I have a favourite Friesian on the yard? Well, I think it was Jamie who said that Annie's my favourite, not favourite. So it's very hard to have a favourite. I have favourites for different reasons. Every day, what are the plans after the girls' barn is ready? I might have a holiday. No, I'm joking. Yeah, no, I've always got other plans. As it says above my desk, and it has done for many years. Don't look back unless you can smile. Don't look ahead unless you can dream. I'm constantly dreaming. I'm constantly thinking of what else we can do. So Friesians are like Lays. You can't pick just one. Yeah. Yes, if you've got nothing nice to say on here, then perhaps move on to another channel. We're not for you because we're all about animal loving community that have nice things to say about animals and to each other. Annie, how many hands is Renske? She's 16'2". Thank you, every day. Renske does have a nice winter coat. She has gone particularly floofy this year, haven't you? Particularly woolly. We've not clipped her. In previous years we've clipped, but not this year. The only one that we've clipped is Annie to try and help with her skin. But going back to the sort of plans for after the girls' turnout area, I think it is it will be to get more tracks put up around the farm. And certainly I always think things happen with the horses, and they have done for the last 20 odd years that I've had them, that dictate where you go next with what you're doing and what you're planning. And thank you, Annie, for subscribing. And you know, the more that we look at the different needs that each of the horses have, the more I think if we can get more track systems set up so that we can manage a little bit better their diets and what they're eating, it's going to give us a lot more flexibility. Oh, I just had a message from Sam, my vet, pop up on my screen. Sorry, I was just asking him about the dose for the medication that we need to be giving Uber, because Uber, sort of going back to the tracks, I can link it in here, you know, ideally we'd have Uber on tracks so that he could keep moving and away from grass at the moment. But we don't have long enough track systems at the moment to be able to do that. Hiya, thank you. And areas where, you know, if we do have ones with gastroparesis or ones with megaesophagus, which are both common issues in the breed, that we've got places where we can put them where they're not going to get access to grass or to haylage. But, you know, we've got a beautiful farm that we're very blessed to have. That, you know, we want to allow the horses to have full access to, so all the upper ground where, you know, it's quite uneven, if we can get tracks in like we've got for Hoytz's Highway and Drommy's Drive that you might have seen on some of the vlogs, then that's going to give the horses access to all of those areas, keep them moving. We can have different hay stations put around the farm. And it also means that when we've got visitors, you know, whether it's our patrons or anybody wanting to come and visit the farm and see the horses, that we've got nice tracks for everybody to be able to walk around on. And it also allows us to rest some of the land up there, which we can't get to with tractors to manage it in the right way. So we need to keep the horses off there when it's really wet and boggy. Anyway. So yeah, that's the next real plan afterwards. Thank you for putting the horses first. Any plans for bringing in another Friesian to the sanctuary? Well, you know, as we get to the point where we're improving the facilities, and, you know, if we can find a way to get, you know, enough of an income to cover the day-to-day costs, you know, which is where our patrons are so important. You know, although I don't ever want to look at growing the place too big, because, you know, then you lose that personal touch. If there are Friesians in need, then we'll always step in to help if we can. Now, whether they come here or whether we look at putting them in foster care, which we have done with Pele and Harry, who are down in the south and doing incredibly well, you know, then we'll do that. But yeah, certainly every situation is different, whether it's somebody whose life has changed and they're looking for a place for their Friesian. So yeah, we cross each inquiry as it comes in. Lindsay, rhetorical question, how did Mary enjoy her day yesterday? Well, she popped back up this morning because obviously, you know, she knew how we were all worried about Uber, but we didn't actually know until she got here that it was her birthday, and she'd even bought her own birthday cake in with her, so we got a candle on it, lit it, did that in the office. Unfortunately, my phone didn't manage to capture that, so that's why it didn't get included in the vlog this morning, but I think I can safely say that she had a wonderful time. So she didn't get to see the girls yesterday because it was very rainy, but she did join us on the live this morning to go down and feed them. So, and she's back again for the opening on the 14th of December, so you'll see her then, Lindsay. Thank you, Jamie. Healing energy, sweet Uber. calming patience to all his carers. And I know Frey is obviously incredibly worried because he's her baby. But as I said to her last night, we'll do everything that we possibly can, and we've caught it early. And if there's a way to manage it, then that's what we'll do. Annie, I don't tend to watch anything else on YouTube, so even if I followed you, I couldn't guarantee to be there. Thank you. We'll go longer route through. I can't make the opening, but I look forward to the summer open days. I hope to make it there. Thank you. This summer, that would be lovely if you could. Look, it's very quiet in the village. It does get quiet this time of year, but usually at the end of November. Well, I say usually, not last year or this year. There's been a big event called Christmas in Cartmel, which we always got involved in, and Annie used to pull the carriage all dressed up in favourites, and we'd take Santa through the village, and it would be absolutely heaving through here. But the last one of those was a couple of years ago. Hi Paul, Mr. SNES, #1 best live stream. Oh, thank you, that's very sweet of you. It is the best view, especially on a sunny day in the Lake District. So yeah, it's been a while since Renske's been through the village, but she always has her ears forward. As soon as I hop on her, just let this car go past. There's the beautiful Priory Church. You can't quite see it from here with the trees, but it is a stunning building. So if ever you do get the chance to come to Cartmel, it's well worth having a look around. Hiya. Hi Lisa. Looking forward to seeing you and Vince. So Lisa and Vince are going to be back with us this weekend. Hiya. Back to their second home. Oh, Rin. Have you heard anything on the memorial willow for your parents? Shouldn't it be there soon? Absolutely, and I've chased them. They're lovely people, Brentwood Nurseries. I've chased them since July, and they keep saying to me the root ball season doesn't open till November. So of course I chased them at the beginning of November and said, when are we getting the tree? When are we getting the tree? And they're like, hang on there, the season's only just started. And they've also sourced a sugar maple tree. For you might know about Pam's picnic bench, and she's going to have a beautiful sugar maple tree on the farm as well. So I believe that the tree should be with us any day soon, and David has it on his list of things to do to get it planted. But I mean, I always thought that you don't plant once the ground starts freezing, but apparently you have to wait until the sap stops rising, and then a tree that comes with just a root ball can be planted. It's -4 degrees with you. Oh gosh, I don't know what it is here. It feels like about that, but it's not. Otherwise we'd have icy patches on the roads. Annie, thank you so much. If you do, you'll make me really happy. God bless you. So yes, that tree, as soon as it comes, it will get planted in between the other two willows alongside the orchard. And David's also going to be doing some work around the bottom of all the apple trees, all the memorial apple trees, just to trim it down and get it all protected for over the winter. And then come the spring, some of you might remember he's planted hundreds and hundreds of daffodils around them all. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing. Hiya. how that all looks come springtime. And thank you to everybody who's sponsored one of the beautiful horses that we've lost over the years. Those funds from your sponsorship are all going towards the cost of what it's cost to get the whole area looking as beautiful as it is now. I think it's just over £4,000 to get all the fencing and all the work done. So that's the idea of that if you want to have your name or someone use their name around the top of one of those trees to remember one of those horses, then you can head over to our website and book your space. I'm dealing with a company called Alpha Signs at the moment over all the signage. So whether it's for around the trees or in the girls' new turnout, I'm hoping that a lot of those signs will be in place in time for the opening on the 14th of December. Hi Sherry. Paul, it's +3 in the West Midlands. Okay, well it's probably plus temperatures here, but the wind is very, very cold. Oh, Ren. So I think we'll take you back on the main road, because then we can see whether we can go and have a look at the girls' turnout area without getting cut off this time. We are very lucky, I always say it, we have very considerate drivers around here. Thank you. Thank you. So I call this the main road, but for some of you who visit, it won't be like a main road. And hopefully it's fairly quiet today, although Renske won't mind either way. Hello Hedvig, and hello as always to anybody whose name I don't see, or if you're joining and you want your name to be seen, that's absolutely fine. Inika, the wind's very cold there as well, is it? Yeah, it's bitter here. I've got gloves on, but they're maybe not quite thick enough for holding a phone, but that's okay. They'll soon enough warm up when we get back. Every day, morning coffee and horses clicking. Who could ask for anything more? Absolutely. Annie, is the question for me? How old am I? Or is it about Ren? Ren's 20. And how old am I now? I'm 54. I think I'm 54. In my head, I'm 35. Wendy, so polite to the horses on the roads. Yeah, as I say, we are very lucky round here. Sherry, it is crisp and cold. Oh, Lindsay, yes, wasn't that picture beautiful? So if you didn't see it, Mary yesterday brought along a signed picture that's been done of Cartmel itself. Is going to be the first picture that gets hung in the ship, and it's stunning. She bought some really unusual gifts, including lots of peacock things for me and Annie. She really does. She finds the best gifts. I don't know. She says that they find her. Yeah, she's got a real talent for gift giving. Thank you. I'm awful when it comes to presents. I often think of nice things to get, and then I never get higher. Then I never get round to ordering them. So I'm not very original when it comes to giving people presents. indicate, isn't it nice to see things, everything through Ren's ears? Annie, it doesn't matter how old you are, as long as you keep on horse riding and love and horses. Yeah, and you know, the riding isn't even important for me these days. You know, I used to have days where I'd be riding sort of 5, 6, 7 times a day, training the horses that way, but I almost get more enjoyment these days from training them from the ground, and I think the horses are much happier that way as well. And certainly Doubtson, you know, I train her a lot from the ground, and when I get on her she feels amazing and she feels happy with it because she's built up all those muscles on the ground so that she's able to carry me without affecting her own balance and strength. Sherry, where am I going? I'm just heading back on the main road and then going to head back up to the farm. You can just see it in the distance over there. I would zoom in, but I might drop the phone because my hands are really, really cold. Oh, Ren. And if Ren gets a little bit tired going back up the hill, then I'll probably hop off her, because she doesn't do it a lot these days. I'm just going to let this van go past. Again, another very considerate driver. There's quite a few of them. Have we got another one? There we go. So I'm hoping that this will stay live going back up to the farm, and I can show you everybody up there. What's that, Eleanor? I already have some Christmas lights, as it's ever so dark here this month. Yeah, Tamara's got, our lovely workaway helpers from Brazil have got all the Christmas decorations down to get the house all decorated. I don't feel Christmassy yet. I think it's because, you know, every year in the past, November we've ended up very Christmassy because obviously we've been doing all the preparation for the Christmas lights in the village. So Mary again bought a couple of Christmas decorations for us yesterday. Oh yeah. But of course we do have lots of goodies on the website for Christmas, including our 2026 calendar. So if you haven't got yours yet, it is beautiful with stunning shots that have been taken by wonderful photographer Sandy Kitching over the years. So it's all been designed by the wonderful quilting Queen Diane. So if you would like one of the calendars, say head over to the website. Lindsay, are you able to put Uber in the turnout without him eating any haylage? Yes, they've managed to, the girls, Molly and Frey, managed to scrape up all the loose bits of haylage, or as much as they could today. And you know, at the moment we've got him on a sloppy feed every 2 hours. So you know, it's not going to be an easy week for him, but as long as we can see that he's managed to clear his stomach this week with just sloppy feeds and hay nuts, then we could do a grass trial after that and see whether just having him on short grass is going to work, because in an ideal world we'd have him on a combination of short grass and soaked hay nuts, because, you know, ideally we want him to be able to go out in the field. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it next week. Inika, I hope the weather is nice in May because we're coming to Scotland, and yes, also to the Lake District. I know, I can't wait. Absolutely can't wait. And May is always one of my favourite months. We tend to get beautiful weather. I don't like to say that in case it proves us wrong next year, but you know, everything's fresh and bright, and yeah, we do have some lovely days. Var Christopherson, winter is the best. Well, winter's lovely when you get dry, sunny days. I don't mind the cold as long as it's dry. Hello, I don't know whether I can say your name. Ion Mihalescu. Apologies if I got that wrong. Wendy, how do the horses feel about fireworks on bonfire night and New Year's Eve? Well, some get more stressed than others. So you may remember Nero, New Year last year. He ended up making himself very, very sore when there were lots of fireworks. So, but he's in at night at the moment, so he was okay on the 5th of November when we have a lot of fireworks around here in the UK. He and Nika, who's also quite stressy, they were inside, so you know, they did walk around their stables quite a bit, but at least they weren't out in the field galloping around. Oh, Inika, you have a fear of flying. Yeah, I get that, but it's a hard thing to overcome. Some people would go for alcohol so that they don't remember it. Other people might try a bit of hypnotherapy. There's all sorts of things you could try, but just think to yourself, it's going to be worth it when you get here. Oh, Sherry, you're over in Kentucky. I bet it's warmer over there than it is here right now. Oh, even my toes are going numb. And I've got my winter thermal riding boots on. I'm not complaining though, because the sun's shining. Oh, Ren, are you getting tired, darling? I will hop off you in a bit. Eleanor, your daughter takes a few drinks and then she can fly. Yeah. Oh dear. I've done quite a lot of flying over the years, and I have to say that the bit that I don't like is when you're flying through the clouds and you get the turbulence. Why, Jags? Good afternoon to you. What breed of horse is Renske? She's a Friesian horse. In my mind, the best breed of horse in the world. But I'm biased. Well, I am biased. There's her beautiful silhouette. Thank you, Sherry. So yes, she's a 20-year-old Friesian, worth her weight in gold. She's been over in the UK since she was 4 years old. Also known as Auntie Ren, because she's a very kind horse with all the other horses. She's not the boss, she's not bottom of the pecking order. She tends to look out for everybody else. Was also known as the Speed Queen for many years because she just loved to go for a gallop. But as I say, with arthritis these days, she does take it a little easier, although I'm sure she would still love to go for a gallop across the field. She is doing well, and you know, certainly if I took her on a circle, she wouldn't be 100% sound on a right turn, but just having the ability to keep moving when you've got arthritis, which is why we don't keep our horses stuck in little stables, or little prisons as I call them. You know, we have a few that come in at night just because of different health reasons, but for us, having the horses moving as much as possible is the healthiest way for them to live. Annie, what country do we live in? We're in England, so we're in the north of England, on the southern tip of the Lake District National Park. And that white farmhouse at the top of the hill over there is Greenbank Farm. So to help us survive on this farm over the years, we've rented that main farmhouse out. So for people coming along with friends or family, it's a 7-bedroom farmhouse that you can come and stay in. It's got beautiful views across the valley, and of course where the fields where a lot of the horses are. And then we have a little 1-bedroom cottage that our mum used to live in, that we also rent out. So if you want to come and stay at the farm and come and visit the horses, you've got a couple of options there. Oh Jay, that's a very good point, isn't it? Inika, you could come by ferry. I've done it by ferry a few times. It does mean that you add a day of travelling either side of your trip, but it is an option if you're that scared of the flying. The farmhouse is beautiful. It stands proud at the top of the hill there, just like the horses do. And then just over there, that beautiful building is this year's campaign. That's the girls' turnout. Yes, Renske, that's 2 bales of haylage. I'm just going to show you these. I took these out of the field earlier because I was taking some haylage across to the girls, and these are the end of last year's haylage, and they were sat at the bottom of the pile, and unfortunately they got punctured, and then they end up going really mouldy, so they can't be fed to the horses because they can't digest mouldy haylage, whereas cows can. So I've asked Philip, who lives next door and helps us with all our haylage every year, whether he wants that for his cows. I'm just waiting here because there's a car coming down the road. I will get off Renske in a bit and show you her, because what I'll do is once I've gone into the girls' turnout area to show you, I'll actually hop off her to walk back up the hill, and then you can see her, and I'll try and walk backwards so that you can see her. I'll try and do that without falling over, and no laughing if I do. We'll go and see. It sounds quite quiet down there, so they might be having a lunch break. Now, we did lose sound when I went in there last time, so apologies now if that happens again. If you could just put a comment on here if you do lose me, because otherwise I sit here and I'm just chatting away to myself, which is always a bit sad. And in fact, this morning I managed to persuade them. Well, I managed to persuade Tony to get a microphone and tell everyone what he was doing, and we lost connection, so he was talking to himself as well. So as I say, apologies if we do lose the connection as we go in there. I probably won't start the live again if I do lose you, but of course we'll be live again on Saturday morning for that feed time. You always get the right reply when you chat to yourself. Yeah, this is true. Oh, Ren. So Ren was very brave going in here last time. Let's see if she will. Vehicle starting up now. That must be because they heard me coming and I thought they had to start work. For some reason they think that I crack the whip, but I don't. I gave a deadline. They know what it is. Anyway, so look, fence posts. Let's see where that... Ren, are you going to be brave? I know, it's very scary, isn't it, sweetheart? Yeah? You want to go over? Hi, Tim. It is another beautiful day. Let's see if you're going to be happy to go over the bog mats. See, this is why Ren is worth her weight in gold. She's a very brave horse. Not all horses would go over here. So this, if you're watching for the first time, this is going to be a new entrance here, across to the field over the other side of the track there, which is the girls' summer turnout usually. And then over here we've got these concrete manhole rings, which Tony, who's just walking over there in the distance, hello, he's going to be siting these. So he's been doing all the preparation work today. He's going to be siting these either side of the front of the building here for the water harvesting tanks to go on. So maybe if you could just let me know whether I've kept the connection. And then I can take you over and we'll see whether Tony will be happy to explain a little bit more about what he's been doing. Yep, are you still there? Wonderful. So you can see inside there we've got all the wood fibre in there. Thank you, Jamie. We've got the ring feeder ready for when we get the first bale in, and it just is looking so neat and tidy now. Connection's good. Well, that's good to know. So up the top there's David and Mike still with the auger on the front of the digger, getting the rest of those posts in. And David was saying this morning that he's hoping that by tomorrow, the end of tomorrow, they'll be up to the top and round the corner. The ring feeder does look great, doesn't it? And thanks to Ruth for that. So this front bit, we'll see. Let this spray paint out. We are still connected. Are you happy to say about what you've done today? Not a lot. You've not done a lot. Well, it looks like you've done quite a lot to me. I can't hear you, let alone anyone else. Oh, can I give you a microphone? So for those that don't know, this is Tony Dixon, who's been doing all the groundwork for us here. Sorry, Renske's disappearing now. So you'll have seen Tony on some of our other videos, but yeah, do you want to just explain a little bit about what you've been doing today?
Just setting up for the last of the concrete along this doorway. Gridded it off, set these steel shutters. As you see, got a piece of angle iron here bolted to the girders now. That's the height of the concrete there. There's 40mm of fall from there to there, so any rainwater will run away. Set these steel shutters up. These 3 bricks now represent, I'm going to sit the manhole rings on there for your rainwater harvesting tanks, which we're going to have here.
Hold on 2 seconds. Are you telling me that the sound's gone again? I think has the sound gone? Can somebody let me know whether you can still hear?
Maybe because I'm near the building, is it?
It might be. Oh no, the sound's okay. The sound's okay. Right, that's all right. I was thinking that the lives didn't like you, Tony, and that every time I gave you a microphone that it was cutting off. So sorry. So that angle iron at the front, one of the reasons for putting that in is because obviously we're going to be in and out with the tractor.
Yeah, it's just to protect the concrete edge. And also it serves 2 purposes really. That gives us the height for our concrete, all the concrete internally, and then the doorways, the concrete is at the same level. Yeah. So that angle iron serves 2 purposes. It'll protect the edge of the concrete when you go in and out of your tractor, and it also gives us a height to screed the concrete off, so we know how high to put the concrete in, as he does the steel shutters at the front. But obviously once the concrete in, like we did with the others, the day after the concrete's in and it's set, them steel shutters come off. It's just purely to retain the concrete as we're putting in.
Okay, and this morning can I pass you the phone for a second, because I'm just going to hop off. You have to turn it round so you're not showing your glove though. There we go, thank you. I'm just going to hop off because There we go. Renske will be happier now. Thank you very much. So you were saying this morning when we didn't have sound about these concrete manhole rings and how you're going to be setting them up in the corner,
Yeah.
but obviously you can't put them on top of the concrete because that's going to be sloping.
Yeah, it's been a bit of like the constipated mathematician. I've had to work it out with a pencil
Oh, okay.
this morning. Just a
Never
bit
heard
of
that
sums, taking heights off there. I've mocked the rainwater harvesting tanks and the filters up on the building just so we know what height they're going to stand at.
Because we
the height
need
of
the
the ring.
height to be able to access the water for the trough.
Yeah. Plus the height, no, it's not so much the water of the trough.
Oh, is it not?
It's making sure we've got full from the gutter down into the tank, so it gravity feeds from out of the gutter.
Okay.
So I've had to make sure that I don't put these manhole rings and that there's rainwater harvesting tanks too high, because obviously there'll be no fall.
Yeah.
So it's just been a bit of, I hope I've got my sums right. I'm pretty sure I have.
I'm sure you will have. I think you've
now,
probably had sleepless nights about
I
it.
have. Basically now we've got approximately 200 millimetres of fall, which is 8" of fall, which is ample to bring the rainwater in the pipework around that corner, past that sign, and then drop it into your filter for your rainwater harvesting tanks, and then into your tank.
Okay.
So, which is ample. I've had taken it like, and I've got at least 200 millimetres of fall.
Right.
So I've had to work out the height of these bricks that need to be. See those 3 bricks set there?
Yep.
Those rings now sit onto those bricks. And we've actually come forward today with the concrete. Steve from Baymix, he's coming at 8 o'clock Monday morning.
Oh, excellent.
They sent
Well,
me-
that ties in with Lindsay's asking if everything's on track for the completion date. You know, you see, and then Jamie said
Yeah.
whip in hand. Yeah, because they're joking. Yeah.
Yeah, we
I don't
know.
crack the whip. I don't crack the whip.
Yeah, Steve sent us a message before, would I be set up for Monday morning? And I said, yeah, no problem. So we've left it that it'll be here at 8 o'clock Monday morning. We did provisionally have him booked for Tuesday,
Yeah.
didn't we? But as we know, Steve's going off
Yes.
for a while. So he really wanted to bring the last of the concrete because he's done all the others. So I think
Yeah,
he was
because
just
unfortunately Steve from Baymix is temporarily shutting up shop.
Temporary.
He's not very well, so please send him lots of well wishes.
Yeah.
There is a question from Tim here. He wants to know, ask Tony if he's still building a table in the barn for the horses to play poker on Saturday evenings.
No, we're having a bar instead.
Oh, a bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's basically what we've been doing today. Just
Okay,
setting
so
up.
once this concrete is in place,
Yes.
what's the plan after that?
Get the pipe work, get the rainwater, because at the moment we know it's piped into nothing, it just drops onto the floor. Get all the pipe work round and get your rainwater harvesting tanks functional
Okay.
to catch the rainwater.
Okay, and then what about the rest of
And
this
then all
area?
yeah,
out
David,
here?
David was just saying before, if I get a chance today, I'm going to take that stretcher hedge out, because by tomorrow David's probably going to be ready to put his gate post in for that extra gateway across there. So while I've got the tractor and trailer.
Oh, is David scaring you, sweetheart?
He's barracking you. Michael
Yeah.
likes a microphone.
No, Michael doesn't like a microphone because he got asked for his autograph the other day apparently
He
when
did?
he was out. So he doesn't
Yeah.
want to speak on camera again, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah. Onslow will be watching us all, don't you worry. He'll be keeping his eye on us.
Oh,
Hi Stephen, hi Onslow.
Yeah.
We'll give him a mention,
Yeah.
he's a favourite follower, although he does it under the cover of darkness and he tries to do it in secret. We all know, don't we boys? Who's the follower?
It's amazing who does pick up on these videos, but yeah.
Give him a mention.
But
Hello Stephen.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Jamie says that Tony, you're on form this morning. A constipated mathematician. Yeah, well, he
Absolutely.
comes up with all sorts of
Work
weird
it out
lines.
with a pencil.
Jamie says you've got to be brave, Michael. I said that he needs to print off pictures of himself and take them with him. Yeah, about being asked for your autograph. or going on camera.
I don't hand them out for free.
Yeah. Oh look. Oh, there you go. Look, you've got the mic. I'll have to come closer because otherwise it won't pick you up. Anything that you'd like to say to everybody today?
Just glad it's not raining, really.
I know that's always a bonus, isn't
Yeah.
it? You told me off this morning for asking you what you were doing because you said I should know what you're doing. But as I explained
Right. All right.
to you,
Yeah. Okay.
you know, not everybody on here knows.
Right. So for everybody on there, we're carrying on with the posts, and we're nearly at the top.
We're doing well.
We're doing all right.
We're doing all right.
And once the posts are in, all the rails can go on,
That's the fun bit, I
and then
believe.
it'll look nice.
It looks nice now, but it will look nicer once the rails are on.
Won't keep your horses in, though,
No.
Won't keep your horses in.
No, it wouldn't, and they nearly got through this morning, so that would have been quite entertaining if they'd all come running down here. No, it wouldn't have been good. I think they probably would have stopped because there's plenty of grass out there, but no, it is looking fantastic, and everyone appreciates everything you're doing.
It'll be
So
good when
you're
it's
welcome to give me that microphone back, because otherwise I might catch you saying something that you shouldn't be saying on a live feed.
done. No, I'm quite well trained.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you.
We carry on now.
Yes, you can carry on. I didn't want to stop you working. Never want to do that. Anyway, Renske, sorry, she's going to run you over now. Oh, what's that beeping? What's that beeping? That's the laser level. No, it's fine. No, she might suddenly move, but she's very brave. Right, that was my toe. Ow! You did just tread on my toe. She looks a little bit sounds, but she's very good. She's been there, seen it, done it. Bought the t-shirt, bought the rug. Right, should we get back up the hill? Right, thank you for that. See you later. And there you go. You can all have a look at Ren. Rather than through her ears, we'll walk beside her back up the hill. And actually, before I was asking Tony what else was to do out here. Obviously, this whole area out the front here needs tidying up. The rest of the stone needs putting down. So we've still got some of the 20mm to dust there, but over the top of it we need to put what's called 5mm to dust. So that will then create a much nicer surface for all the girls to walk on, and it will make it a little bit easier for us to clean up after them than this slightly bigger stone, because when you're picking up droppings off slightly stony ground like this, you end up picking up a lot of the stones. So if we have the ones that are 5mm to dust, they tend to fall through the rakes and we don't end up throwing a lot of stone on the muck heap over on Muck Mountain. I'd like to say we'd stop at the boys on the way up, but I think they're off in the other field. Oh, Ren. Do you want to have a pick of grass while this car comes past? So we'll have a wander back up the road. Just noticed that the battery on my phone is a little low, so again that might be another reason if we drop connection. Can't really get much of a distance. Here we go. If I walk backwards, Ren, but I'm not walking backwards all the way up the hill. Isn't she beautiful? But you know, she's not as fit these days because we don't go out hacking as much as we used to. So in the past she would have taken me back up the hill, but it's only fair that I hop off her. Oh, Ren. Let me do that. Yeah? Okay. Let's just give you a view up the road for a minute. The finish is in sight, Jamie. It's amazing. Although I was working out some of the figures, it's slightly frightening. campaign is still open, so if anybody wants to be involved in it, get your name on one of those plaques that are going inside the barn, and you can head over to the GoFundMe page. And your name will be inside that building for many, many years to come. And I know not everybody's in a position to do that, so even just liking our videos, sharing our story with other people, and letting them know about what we do here is all wonderful. Just in case you're wondering about that strap, I've just undone it on her mouth. She doesn't really need it. No, she had a mouthful of grass. Just allows her to chew a little bit better. Sorry, I can't see comments at the moment, but I will come back to them. Oh, come on, Ren. I think we might have to get some back shoes put on you again. We had to do that, I think it was earlier this year. She just wore her back feet down a little bit too much on all the rocks. I've noticed a couple of times today she's just stumbled a little bit with her back feet. So I'm just wondering whether they're maybe a little bit bruised from all the stones. And, you know, that's why over the years I have always had them shod in front, just because our ground is very uneven and very rocky. But the more that we're getting these areas set up with the tracks and better turnout areas for them, the better their feet will become as well. Come on, Ren Ren. Sorry, I'm not looking at the comments at the moment. Let me turn this round. Let's have a look. Hi, Maureen. Uber's okay in himself. We're doing a week's trial with the soaked hay nuts to see how he gets on, so I'll keep you posted. Jay, she is beautiful. Oh, hold on. Matt is alive, has arrived, digging the dive, striving to survive. Oh my goodness, feeling the vibe, drive to thrive. High five, subscribe, like the live. Matt is back and in the chat, how about that? I like that, Matt. Thank you very much. Struggled to say that having walked up that hill. Hi, Elliot. That was brilliant, wasn't it, Jamie? Thank you, Paul, for updating about Uber. Oh, hold on. Let me come out the way because Atkinsons are coming down. I think they've actually just delivered the mesh for the concrete. Which didn't need to come up here, needed to go down the road, but there we go. Matt, you're quite funny. Is that Hidda? Not quite sure where. Yes, it's Renpen. Hidda does need to go out. Matt, they're great, all these things that you're coming up with, but I'm not going to read them all out for now, if that's okay. You know, Lindsay, we do have a rapper on board. Now he's here to share. Please don't shed a tear. Now, just to be clear, now that Matt is near, there is no need to fear. Cool. Right, let's take you up here. That is brilliant, Matt. We like things like that. But yeah, as I say, I can't always read them all out. Look there, we've got Michael up on the roof. Michael up on the roof, and the guys doing all that incredibly beautiful stone facing. Well, Michael, nobody can hear you because you haven't got a microphone on. I can throw you a microphone if you want to talk to anyone. No? I think Michael deliberately went up on the roof because he knew I was coming with a live camera, so. Look at this walling, or stone facing. Matt, yes, we are in England. But that's a proper piece of art, isn't it?
Beam filling.
Your beam filling. And what does beam filling involve? When are the slates going on? Yeah. Oh, okay. So just because you won't be able to hear, Michael's saying that when he's filled these bits here, then the next stage is to put the felt on the roof. And then, so presumably you need dry, non-windy weather for putting the felt on.
Go on today. If it was ready, it would go on today. But yeah, winds are pain because
Yeah, it blows everywhere. So the felt will go on, and then the slates.
then it's Christmas.
And then it's Christmas, then you're on holiday again. Well, nothing ever happens in December, does it, anywhere? No. Kim says the stonework is gorgeous, they're doing a wonderful job. So there's more comments about the stonework than your roof, Michael. I'm sure everyone loves the roof as well.
It will when it goes on.
Yeah. Sunny Oak, are your horses ever suited to going bitless? Yes, I've ridden a number of them bitless. And to be honest, Renske I could take out bitless. It's just that, you know, most of her life she's been ridden with a bit. So sometimes that's just easy option to do. But yes, I could quite easily ride her in a pressure halt with no bit. Right, we're back at the farm. In the gates, there's Mr. Milby's van. I don't know why I called it truck. He's actually down chatting to the stonewallers at the moment because they actually stone-faced his whole house that he's built over the last couple of years. And they have been a fantastic team, I have to say. Come on, Ren. And then, oh, Molly's over there with Hoitsy Poitsy. Hoitsy's getting a trim by the sounds of it. I think Jubbers has had a trim. There's Frey. The building will be gorgeous when it's done. So happy for the farm and humans, yeah. Everyone keeps saying, when are we going to be in there? And, you know, because we are very, very fortunate that we've got that stunning lodge now, there's not quite the urgency that there was when we were living in that rather cold, damp, static caravan. But I'm kind of thinking around about Easter time. Let's take your bridle off. There you go, Ren. She always holds on to the bit. Oh, she didn't hold onto it for as long. She says, Renske, Frey, she said, I want carrot or apple.
Now excuse the hairy face.
Hold on, no, I need to give you a microphone because we can never hear you otherwise.
Okay. Oh God, I've got hairy hands and face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a shave after this one. Oh. Hi. Do you want one?
Prince was like, me,
You want
Molly.
a shave?
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, it's terrible coincidence that you're live. Oh. Now don't be scared to tell me the truth, but do you want to look at Jubba's face? I didn't know
I
whether
kind
to
of
do
got
a
a
bit.
glimpse of it.
Are you?
Well, it is what it is. You know?
You would not believe the amount of fur.
Jamie says, hi, Harry.
Well, I am hairy
You're very
fairy.
welcome, Sonny.
Too bad. I've just clipped his cheeks.
You have just clipped his cheeks.
But I didn't
Oh,
know whether you
bless
wanted a
him.
bib on him. But I have
Oh.
I've blended his chest so it doesn't look quite as.
It looks better.
He loved it. He loved every second
Did
of
he?
his shave.
He loves
Oh,
the
you little
attention.
jobber.
I just said, you know, I wouldn't make it as a Turkish barber, I don't think.
Oh, I think it looks cute.
Yeah?
And if you enjoyed it, Jubbers, that's the main thing.
Yeah, oh God, the
What are you
the
doing,
amount
Hoitzer?
of hair. But Tamara was like, can you save the hair for me? I don't know where all the hair's gone.
It,
so.
it's everywhere. We've got lots of hair.
Yeah.
We have got lots of hair. So no, I think that looks very cute.
That's-
And if it means that we can get a head collar around his
Okay.
little face, then there's lots of love hearts coming up on the
Oh,
screen.
right, okay.
So
I was worried that I
it's-
was going to
it's
get sacked or something.
you wouldn't get sacked, honestly, as if you'd get sacked.
Well, I
No,
mean, it kind
hoity.
of, when I started doing it, it would look awful, didn't
It
it?
did look quite bad, but you saved
His
it.
hair was about this thick. It was,
It is about 5 centimetres.
it was,
Yeah, it's
A
very
lot.
hard to blend when they're as floofy as this.
yes.
Let's have a little
Oh,
look.
and he's had his feet.
Oh, and you've had your toes done. Did Chris do your toes? And
Yeah,
what-
they look
and what-
fantastic now.
He hasn't made him any little tiny shoes yet.
No. But he even
Ange
polished
says
his feet.
Jubbers is looking good. Molly did a good job. So
Oh,
there
thank
you go.
very much.
Shetland's a very furry, and he is very, very furry and floofy.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, he needs to be to store the breakfast that he stores
And I
on his
did
back
put a
every
little
day.
bit of a. Oh. Yes. A little bit.
Oh, a little bit of a bridle
A
way.
little bit.
Yeah. Linda, you're watching from Oklahoma. Wonderful.
he's
Glad
off.
you're enjoying it. Oh,
no.
he's off.
Oh,
Is
I
he
was-
off to the hay hole
I was
now?
going to do a half mag on him this afternoon.
Oh, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Him and Prince both need Hoffman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Prince says he wants a shave, so
I think
I'll
he
let
does.
Freya
The
do
fact
that
that, he
though.
came and headbutted you. Hoytzer says, me, I want more. I think it's lunchtime, coffee time.
yeah,
It's
that's
quite
what
late
that's
for
what
that.
Hoytzer's saying.
Has Anne prepped
Yes.
it?
Oh, fantastic.
She's ready and waiting.
Oh, is
to
she?
make it, yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Well, as much as I love all of you online, and it's been lovely to take you around the village, I am going to leave you all now because we
Time
want to.
for a brewing
yeah,
cake.
absolutely. So yes, thank you everyone for joining, and thank you for all the well wishes for Uber, and for all the contributions to the wish list for the feed, the vet's bills. Whether you're a patron, however you support us, we love you all, and we will see you all next time. Bye.